Hi, how y'all doing? It is October the 22nd, 2025. It's Wednesday. Here in Ontario, Canada, skies are cloud covered again. Just like yesterday, same kind of weather. And while they've been covered, I've been hearing lots of aircraft going over. So they are up to something, right? Helicopters, heard a few of them. Heard lots of sirens the last couple days too. From like 7 o'clock on in the rise, after the rise, right? So yeah, a lot of people having a hard time, I suppose. Schuman was 14 yesterday, so a wee bit higher than the day before, right? 5. Numerology 1 and 4 makes 5. Change, right? Tomorrow is the waxing gibbous, waxing crescent, about refine, fine tune, make it better, do it better, right? So yeah, had a dream last night, of course. The last one I remembered, I dream all night. I'm really busy in the astral plane for some reason, right? The last one was, I don't know how it was going. I only remember parts of it, right? There was all these dead little snakes, garter snakes, laying all over the ground and stuff. And I was in this house. And then my sister, the one that doesn't hate me, my other one, right? The younger one, she's 19 years younger, shows up. And she was like, "What can I do for you?" And I was like, "Well, put that laundry in the dryer or take it out of the dryer." I can't remember. It was one or the other, right? And she was like, "Okay." And she was struggling with it. You know how it gets knotted up and stuff when you're moving it, right? And then she was like, "All right." She comes outside and she goes, "What's all this?" And I said, "I don't know, right? They're just dead." And she got a broom and started sweeping them up, right? There was a couple, one or two larger ones. They were like garter snakes, green and black, right? And they were just moving really slow, like they were on their way out, right? So that was interesting. It's spiritual, right? Messages, symbolism, green and black. The laundry was white, right? White is spirit. Hawa. So yeah, the snakes could be, well, all omens for me are good. So it's about, when I thought about it, before I looked up the meaning, it was like all these snakes that have tried to get back into my life or into my life are gone. They are no more. There's a few big ones left, but they're on their way out too. They're moving so slow, they're not even to be paid attention to, right? So I got a good feeling from it. I slept pretty good last night. Uh, Woke up, there's a bruise on the side of my knee, on my left knee, where it goes just past it, like on the side, going down into the calf, right? Well, that could be fibro too. It does that to us. Busts the blood cell or the cells, right? Too much pressure. So I don't know. I'll just baby it, right? Um, my friend Tass, she called me today. Sent her a message, "How are you doing now?" kind of thing, right? And she phoned me back, and seems like she's got a lot of loose ends to tie up with people, right? And it was funny because I was listening to an astrologist earlier, and she was saying that's what the energy with the planets that moved in and all that, right, was doing. You know, you're finishing up. You know, what's not meant for you anymore is going, or you're going to make it go, right? It's time to quit those bad habits and stuff like that, right? So, when my friend was talking to me and about all the things that were going on in her realm, right? That's what I was like. Yeah, sounds like you're tying up a lot of loose ends, right? A lot of doors are being closed and stuff like that. It's a good thing. It's what's supposed to be happening, right? So yeah, then she was saying about Tom Numbers, how he did the numerology, and everyone talked about this, about doing the numerology for the Black Swan event and all that. He don't know why it didn't work, because he had prophesied that it was going to happen on the weekend, and it never happened. I knew it wouldn't. In their book, their Bible, They say no man can tell you the time or day, right? No man. He's a man, right? Didn't say no woman. It just says no man. So when I was hearing him say all that stuff, I shut him down, turned off the video, right? Because I was just like, yeah, nah, that's not my realm. That's not what I see, right? It doesn't resonate with me. So she had noticed that too, right? She's in training. She just doesn't have as much experience as I do as being of the light pillar, right? And then she was saying how I'm a gem. There's nobody else like me. All right, I'm so above it all, like what everybody's talking about, and the truth community and whatever, right? Spiritual community. And I was just like, yeah, I had read that when you're a light pillar, you feel very lonely because you're placed in different parts of the realm, right? On different continents to keep the light in this place for Mother Earth, Sister Earth, right? If it's Mother Universe, Big Mama Source, then it's Sister Earth, right? So, because it's a feminine uh, universe, realm, Earth, right? Oh, my son just came home. I'm going to close the door and finish my video. Give me a minute, okay? Hey, Don. Just making a video. So, back to it. Where was I? See, this is why I like doing it when I'm alone. So, yeah, I said there's other people like me, but they're in different parts of the world that aren't close to me. It was done on purpose. The dark tried to use it to make us feel like we're alone and we're the only one, but we're not, right? It's just that we've placed in specific spots on the earth to keep the light for Sister Earth, right? So they couldn't beat us. You know what I mean? Be it a male, you could be a male or a female, it doesn't matter. As long as you have the light, right? You see the good. Cause no harm, tell no lies, and be good people, I said, so what it is we haven't found the right frequency yet to draw in each other's consciousness or our energy so that we can come together, right? Because then we might become a supernova, you know what I mean? And if you haven't done your work, we don't want to explode, right? We want to enlighten, you know what I mean? The whole earth. The great solar flash. Maybe. I don't know. When we were talking, I was getting downloads, right? So, if it's hard to understand me right now, that's probably why. Tomorrow will be, I already told you the moon phase for tomorrow. I wrote a couple of things down just because if I don't, I will miss them. I'll forget about them. Hypothalamus. I was watching the astrologer. She's saying when you get that pain sensation in the back of your skull, it's your hypothalamus, right? Something's happening to it. A frequency is being sent that does that. So I'm going to do a little bit of searching and find out how I can fix that, because I've get that a lot. So yeah, trying to shut me down somehow. I won't be shut down. I've had better men try. You know what I mean? I'm uncontrollable. I am. That's why my exes had a hate on for me, because they wanted to control me, because they didn't know how to love me. Alright? Alright. Also, I learned a new thing to say to myself when I'm in thought, which I am all the time, right, is I allow my body to mend, heal, whatever. I allow it. And then channel the energy from the ancestors who's best at doing that kind of stuff, holistic healing, right? And then give gratitude to Hawa because it's already done. So talk is everything that you desire is already done. Give gratitude for it, right? You know what I mean? I hope I'm expressing myself good enough. Got pressure in my head today here, right? My spine's achy. I beat my heart chakra, if it's a thing, right? In the back, yeah, adjacent to that, right? And my legs are bothering me. But it's been raining here off and on again. The clouds really dark above the sky. The gray is very dark. So there's a lot of pressure being pushed down on me. And I'm like a human barometer, you know? So yeah. I seen the bluebird back in my tree today. Blue jay. Male. Beauty. Right? And a chickadee, I believe it was earlier. So they've come to see me again. Right? They like being around the light. They do. But so do moths. So you just gotta be aware of the energy you attract, you know? Me and my friend Tassa, I was talking to her about it in the Rise, right? She was saying, she listens, I can't remember who she listens to, Pleiadians or something like that on YouTube. And they were saying that the reason why you're having a hard time socializing is because you're being around the wrong kind of vibration of people, right? And you're so sensitive now, your aura, energy field, electromagnetic energy field, you can feel their anxiety or their hate or their fear, right? And you're like a mirror, so it gets bounced off of you, and your energy feels it, so you're not having a good time around those people, right? The only people that, when you find people that you can be around, that won't happen. You'll feel joyful and calm and at ease. And I said, like what? Like you do when you're around me, Tass? She said, yeah. So you don't have anxiety when you're around me, do you? She goes, no. I said, you feel safe, don't you? She said, yeah, right? And I said, because I'm a higher vibration. I don't want to fight. I don't want to argue. I don't want to make you feel bad about yourself. I don't want to reflect or negative energies onto you. You know what I mean? I try to cheer people up. So I said, that's why I don't hang around with those that got the jab, because I find that energy in them very quickly, the low vibrational stuff. And I don't have fun, so why would I want to stay there, right? And she understands, you know. I'm grateful I have her as acknowledgement to know that I'm on the right track and I'm doing the right thing, right? Because she resonates with me a lot. She does. It's always good to have one, especially I suppose as you get older, right? More experienced. It's weird. It is. But I'd be okay. Like I said, I've fallen down the ladder too many times. Now I'm up high. I'm just keeping steps going. I don't have the energy to fall back down and climb back up again, right? So there's none of that for me, if you catch my drift. All right. I'm making bread, watching YouTube, going to make some supper later. And that's my plans for today. Nothing. I have no need or want to desire to go out or do anything. So yeah, I'm just going to hang with myself. Excuse me. Every day I'm stronger than the day before. Every day I climb the ladder a little bit higher than the day before. And every day I have more gratitude than the day before. I love you all's consciousness. Enjoy this night or day. Okay? Okay. Bye. Do you know how long my hair is? It's very long. Alright? It goes down past my butt. It'll soon be time to get a haircut because I get tired of sitting on it at poles. And then I find giant long hairs everywhere. Alright? It can be very messy. So yeah. Alright. Bye.